What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Harry here, bringing another World of Tanks video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Tier 7 Jagdpanther, leading into the Tier 10 Jaegeru. And I must say I have enjoyed this tank immensely, and I'm almost at the end of the grind. I shall attempt to keep it if I can, because in my opinion it is most definitely a keeper. 100% due to its size, I would say, due to the sloping and due to the guns. Not just one gun, but it's kind of like a choice of two different guns. So if you take a look at the hit points, 850, that is atrocious. Of course, you know, you're TD, you got a fantastic gun, and you know that's a balancing factor combined with the armor on the thing. 80 at the front, 50 at the sides, 40 at the rear. You can. It's a very fragile tank, and it's designed to be at the rear, second line, third line, whatever you want to call it, line at the rear, and your compadres are lighting up the targets, and you're the unseen sniper, 100%, and you're getting shots on target without the Reds even knowing it, you know, until you pen them and cause damage. So you are designed not to be lit up, and try and minimize your chances of being lit up 100%. Take advantage of situations where the enemies are tangling with your teammates and you're just in the back, just taking pot shot after pot shot, you know, working up that damage counter, getting that XP, etc, and at the same time assisting your teammates, you know, to achieve that victory, to achieve that win, but without getting lit up if possible. 850 hit points at tier 7 is nothing. 80 millimeters of armor is nothing. Of course, it is very well angled. You can see it's very well angled, very well sloped, and I have got into plenty of situations where I was hull down and received quite a few bounces, you know, quite a few considerable bounces. Trying every time you take a shot, and if you do get lit up, angle your tank, absolutely, and it will kind of guarantee a bounce. Of course, it's dependent on what, you know, what kind of gun is firing at you. Absolutely. It's a quick tank, 55 kilometers per hour acceleration, very decent, and it you know, it can maneuver. It does maneuver. For view range is a little bit on the poor side, so I highly advise you to 370 meters. Highly advise you to put on binocs. Absolutely, put on binocs. And so let's discuss the guns, shall we? I don't need to go there. Pardon me. So in my opinion, you got a choice of basically two guns, and it's up to you which one you roll out in. You know, it really is up to you. There's pros and cons to each gun. With the 88mm, and keep in mind, you should be unlocking all these all these packages, you know, as many as possible. With the Germans and the Soviets, for instance, you know, the tanks, they do share a lot of packages and guns and this and that, and from what I've learned, and you know, from what I've gathered, if you don't unlock them, the sooner you unlock them, the cheaper it is. You know, this gun is available on the Ferdinand, you know, and I'm sure it's much more expensive, both in silver and XP. So I just go for it all. You know, you're gonna need these guns later on the higher tiers. So anyhow, so the 88mm, if you take a look at the 88mm, 203 pen, 240 damage. With 105, 200 pen, pretty much the same, 320 damage. But take a look at that aim time, okay, 2.29 that's, you know, manageable. You can put equipment on there so that you can, you know, you bring it down to 2 seconds, which is 100% manageable. But that accuracy is 0.31, so it's a more accurate gun but with less alpha. So but if you go to the 105, 0.34, you know, once in a blue moon you are gonna, you know, not get a shot on target. But when you do get a shot on target, you know, it's 100. Is it 100 more alpha? Well, 100 and a little bit less than 100. But still, you know, and the rate of fire 7.32 versus almost 10. You know, so it's totally up to you. And you know, I don't ask me which one to go for. I like them both, absolutely. They're not night and day, you know, compared to, for instance, the Ball 6 gun. You know, the Ball 6 gun, the Tier 8, the two kind of completely different guns. These guns are quite similar, and the only difference is, you know, the rate of fire and the accuracy. When it comes to my crew, I'll show you what I've kind of put on there, and it's just all TD skills and perks. Muffled shot is currently in training. Repairs, just in case. Sixth sense, absolute must. Camouflage, absolute must. Green thumb, you know, recon to improve my my view range, same thing. Brothers in arms, you know, it's all TD related stuff. And by the time I hit the Jaeger at tier 10, it's just going to be fully maxed out with TD skills and perks. Let's take a look at equipment. Camouflage, 100% yes. You know, you don't want to be detected. Reduce the risk of detection as much as possible. Binocs, absolutely yes. You know, the third option is completely up to you, and it's kind of dependent on the gun. You know, you can either go for the loading time or the aiming speed. You know, it's just dependent on which gun you choose, basically. So a very, very decent tank, good looking tank. Very typical World War II German, you know, looking tank. Mean machine, absolutely 100%. Looks angry, looks mad, looks like it wants to rumble. Let's check out some gameplay, shall we? So, hey ho, let's go. Mines, and it's a, what is it, tier 6, tier 7 game, and we're sporting the 105. So 105 and there's the 88, so two different guns. And I'm not going to tell you which gun to go for, which gun to use, which gun to roll out in, to grind, you know, to the tier 8. It's totally up to you. You know what this gun lacks in aim time, the other gun has that, you know, in spades, and kind of works with the same thing with the accuracy, same thing with the damage, and the same thing with the reload time. It's totally 50-50 which gun you should go for. I wouldn't, and me personally, I didn't have a favorite gun, but I'd say maybe, you know, the 8.8 centimeter had the slight edge over this gun, maybe, but you know, I did well with both of them. And as you can see, we're on mines. There's 3 pieces of artillery in play, so you 100% must respect the laws of artillery and stay, you know, if you get rid of hide. 100%, you gotta respect the laws of artillery when there's 3 of them in game and you only have 850 hit points. If I get lit up, I'm gonna die in a millisecond if they, you know, all 3 of them aim towards me. So, but you're gonna see me rolling up the hill here and showing off how fast this tank can move. You know, it does hustle, it does move. I'm gonna get up to the hill within a matter of, you know, 5 to 10 seconds, no problem. And this game is not exactly a high caliber game, a high damage game. I say on average with this tank I was doing about I don't know, about 2 to 3.5k damage, something like that. On average, something like 2 to 3k damage. And but occasionally you kind of playing tanks and you just feel they have the potential for doing something fantastic, for doing something great, and that's kind of a deciding factor when it comes to establishing whether or not a tank is a keeper. When you feel, you know, in the right situation, when my team and the red team kind of behave themselves properly, you know, I can do some great thing. I'm capable of doing some great things in this tank. And in the second game with the 8.8 centimeter, that's precisely what happens. But this game is kind of a little bit of a typical game, and but with quite a bit of but it's untypical at the same time because there's a lot of action at the same time. There's a lot of action because usually, for the most part, I'm a TD, low amount of hit points, I'm sitting in the back, I'm sniping, and I didn't want to kind of show you guys that kind of gameplay. So I'm moving up here, I'm taking full advantage, you know, of this rock being here. Hopefully, you know, artillery shot into me. Keep on bouncing off this KV2, it kind of is a bit of a headache. But anyhow, Tiger P gets a shot into my side. You can see there, shaves off what, 100 odd points off my hit point pool. No big deal. And I move up here to take a swipe at the KV2 again. As you can see, I'm lit up. I'm a little bit hesitant, but he's facing the wrong way. And I shoot, and I'm not sure where I hit him precisely. But you know, I bounced off him twice already, cheesing me off a little bit. Somebody gets a shot into him, and again, you know, I'm respecting the laws of artillery. I'm not moving up until I lose my 6th sense. I've only managed 2 pens. I'm gonna peek over the ridge here. Oh, pardon me. Still want to deal with the KV2. Pardon me. Trying to establish where this KV2 is. We're losing by 2, which is, you know, not that big a deal, but you know. And what do I see? The Tiger. Shoot him anywhere. Oh, wasn't expecting him to just stop like that. He pulls behind the rock. There's Mr. KV2.
Enemy vehicle eliminated.
My gun depression kind of let me down a little bit. You know, I don't want to fall for the old light me up and already blows me up trick. Don't want to pull out into the open. Still 2 pieces of artillery in play. I've got time for you, KV2, but you know, at the same time, you know, my team seem to be dropping like flies. I'll pull round to the rear, hoping to see the KV2 over here. Nope, he's not there. So we're gonna have poke our gun out over here, hopefully see anybody, but I get 6th sense. Now jam my tank. You can see what I'm doing, respecting the laws of artillery. I'm not interested. Nobody's gonna touch me. I'm sorry. Nope, it's not gonna happen. And I put my tank into high gear and hustle, move, get the hell out of dodge. Hopefully, you know, everybody still thinks I'm back there. I'm not lit up. I'm not 6th sense. Nobody knows I'm over here. Possibly, maybe, you know, artillery are still zooming in on me over there. E25. Get a shot into him. Again, I'm fully aware. Artillery, artillery, artillery. You know, it's very easy to just sit there and take pot shot after pot shot. Trying to, you can see what I'm doing, you know. When I take my shot, I don't want to get lit up. I don't want the bushes to be transparent. And then something's lighting me up. Possibly it was the E25 to my left. Possibly, maybe. Fear of the unknown. And there we go. There we go. He gets a bounce. I take him out. Good to go. Good to go. Good work there. Absolutely. Good bit of bush work. Not perfect, but pretty decent. Absolutely. So I'll pull back to the spot. Wouldn't mind taking out the artillery. If I take out the artillery, that'll give us the advantage. Very apprehensive. And then, again, you're going to see me do the same thing. Yeah, just not interested in artillery. This is proximity. It's lighting me up. I can make a dash for it any second now. Again, just like last time, waiting for my 6th sense to disappear, but I think proximity is just lighting me up. Tiger P just eyeballing me, so I decide, okay, just go for it, get the hell out of dodge. But yeah, and there you go, there's artillery. It hustles, it moves, you know, it really does. I always like the way it just moves. So I decide, you know, I was trying to signal to my compadres. I didn't have my mic plugged in, that I was going to go the long way around and attempt to flank everybody from the rear, attempt to light up artillery, you know, attempt to do something. I was feeling confident, you know. The enemy Reds were doing well, but I felt like we had the edge, sort of, kind of, you know. And with nobody knowing that I was going to be over here, I thought, yeah, okay, I can do this, you know. And plus, I've still got 2 compadres on my side. 0.34 accuracy. And I just wait. Slow down. There we go. There's artillery. I'm not lit up. Shot. Yep. Not lit up. We're good. Picking up the 2nd kill. 5 pens. Keep in mind, this is the 105. Higher damage. Slightly lower rate of fire. And the remaining 2, there's the artillery. Get a shot into him. Take him out. And the Panzer Syphilis. It's a tank to be reckoned with. Get a shot into him. Very confident. No problemo. And all that is left is, what was it? The Tiger P. That's the only tank that's left. I think the Panzer Syphilis lit me up. So, I have to be careful, have to be wary. And there he is off in the distance in town, tangling with my 2 compadres. So, personally for me, this gun worked. Absolute 100%. 0.34, not the end of the world. You know, the accuracy, 0.34. The alpha damage kind of made up for it. It was a really, really decent tank. I think I had about a 60-65% win rate. 50 odd games, I'm not sure, in this tank. I have to keep it because as soon as the next 2 tanks in line are the Jagdpanther 2, and there's the Ferdinand as well, so I have to keep it. I can't get rid of it. But truth be told, it's a keep up, 100%. You know, I think I'll be keeping all the tanks in this line. You know, they're really, really decent, really neat little tanks. So nice bit of tanking there. Good demonstration of the gun. Good demonstration of the mobility, the speed of this tank. You know, how I kind of relocated to another flank in order to kind of flip the game on its head, etc., etc. Come out on top there. It's like I said, not a high caliber game, but that's coming up in the next game. So hey ho, let's go. I promise you guys a high caliber game, but it's a bit like I told you guys. You play in these tanks and you feel like they have the potential of doing something great, but for the most part, an average game in this tank is, you know, it's 2-3k damage, and that's about it. You're gonna do well. Me personally, you know, I would come out, you know, one of the top 5 players most of the time, and but I felt like this tank had the potential of doing something really great, fantastic, and what I'm trying to say is, don't think this game is a typical average game in the Jagdpanther with the 8.8 centimeter, because it's 100% not. This is the best game that I played in the Jagdpanther with the second gun loaded, the 8.8 centimeter. But the whole time I was playing in those average 2-3k damage games, I was, like I said, I was saying to myself, if they just behave themselves, the Reds and my team, you know, and if I have a scout and he's lighting them up non-stop and I just get shots on target and I'm never lit up, I could do something really special. and this is pretty much that game. And this was literally my last game, literally my final game before I went ahead and purchased, earned enough XP to move on to the Jagdpanther 2. How did that happen? I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. It was literally my final game. And the 3, 4, 5 games previous to this were terrible. We're awful. I was doing 800, 900 damage. ELC AMX, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. I love this. I love this. I try to. I said that I can just tap him. He's going to the... Yep. The Titanic and the iceberg. Whoosh!
Just like that.
But anyhow, this is the 8.8 centimeter. So with this gun, it's almost 10 rounds per minute. A slightly better pen, 203. Much lower damage, not much lower, 240. Aim time is a little bit iffy, 2.29. Had equipment for that, absolutely. But the accuracy, 0.31. It's very good. So you got a quick firing, very accurate gun. And as soon as I kind of rolled out with this gun, I said, ooh, you know, ooh, I could have some fun here. I could most definitely have some fun here. And I did in this game. And playing 100% the traditional TD role here, absolutely. Penny with SU-152. He's wiggling and squirming, hoping to get one more. No, just cracking shot. But you can see me. I'm playing the traditional TD role, just hanging back. I'm not lit up, apart from the ELC AMX kind of rolled into that. I fully expected to die there, but I didn't. Mr. SU-152 is going to keep on making an appearance. And yeah, and a lot of the Reds, like I said, behaving how I want them to behave. This is a typical example, just getting a buttload of shots on this tank, and nobody else is shooting at him. Thank you very much. You know, this is what I mean by the enemies behaving themselves, and also more importantly, my team behaving themselves. Don't shoot the tanks. Let me shoot them all. I want to shoot. It's like a unspoken agreement. T-29, very tough nut to crack. Possibly in his commander's hatch. That's about it, you know, unless its side is exposed. And the enemy Reds are kind of rolling into the cap circle, rolling out of the cap circle. I think my team was, you know, kept on getting shots on target and kind of resetting the cap. So my team was, kudos to my team, you know, they were doing really well. Picking up my second kill, the Black Prince, currently grinding that thing, beautiful tank. If angled properly, you know, no problemo. Shoot into the blind on the SU-152. Try that again. Nope, doesn't work. And there we go. And again, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I'm getting shots on target, and nobody's shooting at him. Okay, I'll shoot at him. Thank you, team. Thank you, team. Master of my bush. You can see, you know, I can see through my bush. And there we go. I finally take out the SU-152 blind shot. I figured he was, you know, still there hiding in his bush. Nobody's kind of figured out that this is my bush. So, yeah. Fellow Jagdpanther there. Shoot him inside, possibly, maybe. And he stops behind a house. And I'm just scanning the horizon. Whoever gets lit up, I shoot them, and we're good to go. Absolutely, absolutely. Just scanning the horizon, left to right, left to right, left to right. Shots on target, and 100%. You know, this is not just me. This is my team lighting them up. You know, see, there's a medium down there to the left, and it is a team effort, but I kind of seem to be reaping the rewards mostly. So managed to 10. T29. Pretty decent. Can I finish him off? Oh yes, there we go. Picking up kill number 5. Good to go. And it's just like I said, you know, I just felt like there was potential. There's potential in this tank, potential to have a game like this, but we were up, we were down. I was saying I'd like this to be a victory. I've never had so many pens in this tank. 5 kills, that's pretty decent. Get a top gun, not bad. And it was just kind of falling into my lap, and I didn't take any chances. The Reds had their chance when the ELC, you know, and now we're in a sticky situation here due to the fact, you know, the counter. There's 2 players in the counter, in the cap circle. If a third rolls in, they're gonna win by capping, and and I just lost my medium. There's only a TD there. If he gets taken out, and he's weakly armored, low amount of hit points, if he gets taken out, you know, that's it. I won't be able to see nothing, and they're going to win by capping. And you can see tick tock, and my TD's getting obliterated to my right. Not sure about the heavy. What's to do with my heavy? I haven't got a clue yet. You can see what's happening. He's going to get taken out. He's going to get taken out. So I made the smart move. I made the smart play. I kind of shoot too early, but I'm lit up. Artillery is in play, so you know, I got to do something. 100%, I got to do something. So I decide to, okay, I got lit up over here. I'm going to relocate, just like in the last game, and surprise the Reds. I'm going to surprise the Reds, but at the same time, as soon as I'm lit up, as soon as I surprise them, don't knock over any trees. Artillery's going to know where I am, you know. And I kind of figured, I did the math, you know, I've got 850 hit points. You know, I can do this. Possibly, maybe I can do this. I just need to get one shot on the target to reset the cap. I see the T29. He pulls out into the open. See his side, no problem. Take him out. And I'm just thinking, Artie. I pull back. And there you go. Artie takes a shot. Misses. Praise the Lord. Thank you, RNG Jesus. T20. And I can see his health pool. I look at mine. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. Kill number 7. Come on. I can do this. I can do this. All I was worried about was artillery. Nothing more, nothing less. And I finally take him out. Good to go. Pull behind this house. Allow my 6th sense to disappear. Exhale. I look at the timer. 5 minutes to go. We got this. 7 kills. I take out artillery. I'll get my Bradley. I think it's my 5th Bradley, 4th Bradley. And look at that. That's one smart artillery player. I wasn't lit up. He anticipated I would pull out. Played it perfectly, but he didn't take me out. We good to go. Light him up. Zoom in. There he is. Too late, Sonny. Take him out. Bradley waters. 24 pence. Good to go. Good game. Good game. Understatement. Not bad at all. And like I said, this is my best game. This is not your typical game. Almost 5k damage. This is not your average game in this tank. This is what the tank is capable of doing. You know, what it can do. But it, like I said, it's not your it's not your average game. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed. It's totally up to you which gun to go for. It's a neat little tank. I loved it. Take it easy. Adios, muchachos.